You don't have to be right. You have to follow a sound model and stick to that. And as a derivative, a default, as a consequence to doing that, you will see results. And those results need to be completely detached from emotion or psychological need, the necessity to be right. And it sounds hard. It sounds almost impossible right now, especially if you're new. But those of you that have gone through these experiences because you've traded with real money or funded account, and you got out there and you realized you knew exactly what you were feeling. It was a reminder that you did this too soon. But hey, we're here now. We are here. We showed up. Now we're going to show out. And unfortunately, you end up losing your funded account, or you blow your account because you'll let that one losing trade do what? Take you completely out of the game. Now you have to do something bigger, much more monumental, because you have to get a feel-good moment. And you'll over-leverage on the next trade, or you won't have a stop loss on because you want to be right. And you lose all clarity, and you think that what you're doing in that next trade is going to pan out. You just have to submit to more drawdown, more time holding on to it. And what is happening is this: you are now holding on to a losing trade that you will not identify as, but you're going to be using the logic of your model, which is hold on to your runner. But because you took your eye off of the process of following that model, you're now applying part of the logic that you're using in trading, but you're holding on to the losing trade. You're submitting yourself to that trade, even though it's warning you and telling you, the analyst is talking to you, this is wrong. You know it's wrong, but you won't close it because you're not trading for profit now. You're trading for being right. You are arm wrestling the marketplace. That's what you're doing. You want to be smart in the eyes of someone else that you're going to share this with. And you're absolutely undermining yourself. And when you do more damage or blow the account, blow the funded account, your next lost day or whatever it is that takes you out of that, you will be miserable. You'll punish yourself. You'll relive those moments over and over again. And I can relive them all when I was 20, just like it happened yesterday. No one's going to be as hard as you are on yourself. You just aren't making it public knowledge to most of everyone that would be paying attention to you. Now, some of you make that mistake and you go on social media. Oh, this is hard. I'm always screwing up. You're inviting more people to confirm what you're feeling, which is going to do what? Anchor more weight to that negative result, which is going to do what? Create fear, anxiety, depression, and that's not how you grow. You have to know that what you're doing is not a pursuit of being right. In the moment, the very moment that you now have these impulses inside of you, that you have to prove something to yourself, or worst case, prove something to other people, you're not trading your model. You're not even trading soundly. You're gambling on the chance of you being right. You have to release all that. You have to stop doing that with your trading. You got to stop doing that with your studies. You have to submit to whatever happens, as long as you're using the processes and protocols that you've adopted as your model. You're going to accept whatever the results are, because you have done enough research to know that the things that you're trying to pursue repeat, not just once in a blue moon, but they repeat almost daily, if not every day. You're complicating things. You're trying to bring all these things that I've taught, hoping that they're all going to do what? Allow you to accept no losing trades and be right all the time. And being right is a poison to a new developing student. Your goal is consistency. You want to be doing the same things over and over again, using a model that delivers consistently. Doesn't mean it's 100%. It just means over a large sample size. What's that mean? 20 trades. 20 trades, you're at about 70% on side. That's a good measuring stick. But what happens if I'm not 70? You keep working until you are. And then once you get to that point and you're 70% strike rate, how can that possibly be, Michael? Come on. That's too high. It's unrealistic. All the books say, I'm telling you, don't read into those books. Those books are written by authors that has sold a book. That's what they're doing. They're selling you a narrative, a plot. They probably don't even trade with what they're writing about. I walk into these live markets, whether I'm sitting on Twitter, tweeting out the very candles that we're looking for in the draw on liquidity, bending time and space to precision, and you see your chart printing it later on. That's not hindsight. When I'm on the live sessions, I'm calling the minute candles, explaining what's going to happen and giving you the narrative. This is what you're supposed to be doing for yourself. You create these little laboratory experiments and you go in every day. Anytime you get a chance to study, that's what you do. And every time you record what you're feeling, how you felt. And the goal is for you to have indifference. You can't simply just write the word in your journal, I was indifferent to the outcome. You can't fake that part. You need to be observing where you're feeling these anxious moments where you feel like you're in troubled waters. They will materialize in the same places all the time until you cope with that. You replace it with a positive habit. What is that? When you feel it, you kill half the trade. If you can't cut it in half, you get it all off, done. And what that allows you to do is you reset mentally and emotionally that now, okay, I've paid myself. I've removed a great deal of the risk. I've profited from it. And now I have a free look. I got a free bus ride to get to my target if it wants to go there. But you don't know, and you're not going to know because you're now recuperating from what you just put yourself through, which was stress.